Dear students, welcome to the mentorship program for Civil Services Mains 2026. In this program, I'm going to help you with the topics related to history and culture. I'm Professor Baliyan, and let me take you through some important issues for this year exam. If you look at the history and culture related topics, the post-independence and modern India play a very important role. Some of the topics I have highlighted for you for this year main exam related to modern India. The most important topic is the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel. इस साल 150 साल हो गए हैं सरदार पटेल के जन्म को. So that is very important because he contributed immensely to the making of modern India. He was the man behind integration of native states. He was the man behind many important subcommittees of constitution making or constituent assembly. He was the man behind the construction of new temple or the Somnath temple, which indicated India's history, heritage, culture and India's pride. He was the man behind retaining civil services, that is famously known as the steel frame of Indian bureaucracy. So all these things are very important. I will explain you more in detail. Birsa Munda's birth anniversary, 150 years are also over. So that is also a very important topic for this year mains. Rani Chennamma was a great freedom fighter. She fought against British. Her 200 year of birth anniversary is also falling here. CPI, Communist Party of India, has completed 100 years. CPI was formed in 1925. So what is the relevance of communist philosophy or socialism in today's times? You may expect questions related to that. Recently in Bengal election, a major transformation has taken place. So whatever the remnants of leftism, communism were there, they also have been defeated decisively in popular elections. So that also you have to keep in mind. Constitution at 75 years. Constitution of India has completed 75 years. So you may find questions related to the spirit of Constitution, the ideas and values of Constitution, the vision of Constitution makers, to what extent that vision has been achieved, to what extent the issues are still to be accomplished. And then national emergency, 50 years, Samvidhan Hatya Divas. This is 50th year of national emergency proclaimed by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1975. So 50 years are over. So that also is very important for this year main exam. All these themes you have to prepare in detail. I have taken out some more themes related to other segments of modern India, arts and culture as well as for world history. We will discuss those themes in further sessions. Let me give you some questions related to Sardar Patel. Sardar Patel is a very important topic for this year, and he is the Iron Man of India. Look at these questions. The success of India's democratic experiment owes much to the work of nation builders in immediate post-independence period. And with this in mind, highlight the contribution of Sardar Patel, or discuss with a special reference to Sardar Patel. What did he contribute? So question may be in any form. I have taken out 6 specific questions related to Sardar Patel. All these will be shared with you. So go through them. All of these are talking about contribution of Sardar Patel to the making of modern India. How did he contribute to today's India? So these questions you will get, you should go through them, and then we can discuss in detail if you face any problem related to these questions. Now let me give you specific details about contributions of Sardar Patel. The first major aspect of contributions of Sardar Patel is integration of princely states, or integration of native states. Without this integration of native states, India, as we see today, would have been impossible. There were more than 562 native states spread all over the length and breadth of India. 30 of those were within the boundaries or within the territories allocated to Pakistan. 532 were left in India. Some were very small, having area of less than 1 square mile. Some were moderately small, and some like Hyderabad, having population of 17 million, were very big, bigger than many of European countries of that age. So integration was a major step. Second important contribution was his decision to retain civil services. So he retained civil services, IAS, IPS, which he believed were necessary for the continuity of bureaucratic structure. He said that if these services are removed, then there will be anarchy everywhere. There will be no order. His contribution was also in the making of Constitution. He was chairman of many subcommittees like Committee on Fundamental Rights, Committee on Minority Affairs, Committee on tribal affairs. So when you look at the tribal policy, when you look at the approach of independent India towards minorities, contribution of Sardar Patel would be visible. At the same time, he was the man behind reconstruction of Somnath Temple. So Somnath Temple was destroyed many times by invaders in past. Sardar Patel made a special contribution to this, and for that he had to face many oppositions within the Congress party of that age. So that also very important. So all these things plus contribution to economy, because he integrated revenue of native states with Indian treasury, contribution to culture, contribution to external security, because he was very concerned about the threat being posed by China. He even wrote a letter to Pandit Nehru that we should not be blind towards the threat of China. He was also very, very conscious of the possible threats posed by Pakistan in future. So all these things also you have to pay special attention. Now let me tell you what did he do to the integration of native states. Sardar Patel adopted a twin strategy or two-pronged strategy of pressure and persuasion. So by using his strategy of pressure and persuasion, he could convince the princes or maharajas of that time to merge their entities with Indian Union. Under the strategy of persuasion, he highlighted the glorious achievements of India's in past. He requested or he called upon the native rulers or princes to provide their leadership to the upcoming modern India. He highlighted their nationalistic aspirations. He said, you have been leader in the past and you must be providing your leadership to the emerging modern India. So that way he was using persuasion. In his strategy of persuasion also, he promised them to have complete ownership rights over their property. Privy purse was guaranteed to them. That was to compensate their loss of revenue. Whatever the properties, even today you see many former rulers have their forts and palaces. That was the strategy used with Sardar Patel, that you retain your property, but you merge with independent Indian Union. When these persuasions could not really work, he built pressure on other native states. He threatened them with mass agitation. He threatened them with police action. You know, Operation Polo Force was organized for the integration of Hyderabad. Hyderabad was one of the biggest native states in India at that time. RG Hukumat-e-Hind was a mass movement used to pressurize the Nawab of Junagadh or for the integration of Junagadh. Nawab Muhammad Mahabad Khan escaped or fled from India when RG Hukumat-e-Hind, led by Samal Das Gandhi, organized massive agitations. All those were led or guided by Sardar Patel from behind the scene. Without integration of native states, India would have been in bits and pieces. So development of means of communication, internal security, external security, all these angles would have been very difficult without accomplishing the task of integration. What factors worked in the integration? What were the obstacles in the way of integration? You have to see those things also. Every time you have to write answer to any question on Sardar Patel, you must start with the introduction like Sardar Patel, the Iron Man of India, contributed immensely to the making of modern India. Or Sardar Patel, the Bharat Ratna. Bharat Ratna was awarded to him in 1991 by the government of P.V. Narasimha Rao. You have to see that out. So you start with a punching line as intro, and then depending on the demands of question, you can highlight his contribution in bullet points. Use bullet points, use point form in your answer writing in GS papers, because if you use bullets or the points, because if you put bullets, that we say bullet form, or if you put number 1, 2, 3, that we say point form, generally bullets are better than points because points are visible, you are writing 3, 4 or 5 points. But when you put bullets, nobody's counting them. So a psychological effect of bullets is much better on examiner. Use bullets and highlight by underlining the key points. Write answers as per the demand. Read question carefully. Underline the keywords to identify the demand. Do not hit around the bush. If you have to write 150 words, then try to manage within 150 words, because if you have time, then you can write other answers. Generally, in main examination, students face scarcity of time. So never write more than 150 words. If the question is expecting 150 words, if question is expecting 250 words, manage in 230, manage in 240. Don't write extra. Save time so that you can pay attention to other questions. How did he contribute to the retaining of civil services? Prime Minister Nehru wanted to remove these civil services created by British in past, but Sardar Patel was determined that they must be retained, without which there will be no administration, there will be no law and order. So all these contributions you have to have in bullet points. A PDF will be shared with you about these contributions so that you can read them, you can revise them, and if you still have any problem, you can connect with me tomorrow in a session, and then we can discuss more points. So keep doing and keep working hard. All the very best.